why things catch on. So I recently read a book called Contagious, and Contagious is about why things go viral. And in this book, he has 6 characteristics as to what makes a piece of content viral worthy. Number 1, social currency. And what social currency is, that feeling you get when you share it. Does sharing this piece of content make you look funny? Does it make you look intelligent? Does it make you feel a certain type of way for sharing this piece of content? And the reason social currency is important, and where you'll see this behavior more frequently, is if you're kind of my age in your younger 20s or your pre-20s, like a millennial, or you're part of the Gen Z group, you most likely have a friend group in which you guys share memes together. And the reason meme groups work so well and why you want to share memes that you find funny with your friends is because it helps you guys grow closer. Because if you find something funny and all your friends find something funny, it'll help you guys grow together as a group. Triggers. Triggers are basically how often you're reminded of something. And a good trigger is cereal. In the mornings when you wake up, you've been conditioned since birth to have a bowl of cereal with milk, which is nothing more than propaganda from a milk company to get you to drink more milk, and cereal companies to get you to eat more cereal every day. You're now conditioned every morning to wake up and get a bowl of cereal. Now, a lot of people don't eat breakfast, but the fact that it's been spread so far and wide is a testament as to why you should be paying attention to triggers. Emotions. Basically, when we share emotions, we basically share when we care about something. Meaning, you'll share a meme because you think it's funny and you care about it, basically. You thought it was funny enough to share it with your friends because you want your friends to enjoy that meme as much as you did. You want them to laugh. Public, meaning what are other people around you doing? Because as much as we don't like to think this, as humans, we're social creatures, and as social creatures, we kind of have a mob mentality, meaning you're more likely to do what the crowd around you is doing than to do your own thing. And the reason this is scary is because people are willing to do the wrong thing if enough people around them are doing the wrong thing. And this is important to take into consideration, because when you're offering a product that goes against the social norm, then you're basically telling them you're one of the people who are labeled as outcasts. And being labeled an outcast, when we were cavemen back in the day, our ancestors, it was basically a death sentence. Because if you had to hunt and gather on your own, and you, for whatever reason, got sick, or for whatever reason you got injured and you couldn't take care of yourself, that was it. You were done. But if you were fitting into what other people were doing, you fit into another tribe, when you're sick, they'd help you get better and they'd help provide for you. Practical value. Can other people use this information? If this information is useful to somebody else, it's most likely to be shared with somebody else. Because if you see a piece of information, or you see a motivational post that made you feel good, you're more likely to share it with somebody else. Or if you saw a tutorial on how to do something and you know your friend was looking to do something, you may be likely to share that with them. And lastly, stories. Does this piece of content have a good backstory, or does it fit perfectly into somebody else's story? Because if people can relate to it, they're more likely to share to it because they relate to it. They understand what the other person's feeling or what's going on the other side of that piece of content. So with these 6 characteristics of why things catch on and why things go viral, try to create content that meets as many of these different criteria as possible, because the more of these that you hit when you make a video, the more likely you are to go viral.